Hi everyone, Sailor Moon Serena here, giving my thoughts on two Sailor Moon sagas that we saw today on Cartoon Network or drawing show Folkwork, Grown Up Whim, whatever you want to call it. Now, the deep name for this one would be Aw, Bad Hair Day, where the Viz name for it would be Serena, Misled, Tuxedo, Mass Evil. Now, it starts out that I'm having a nightmare. And yes, Deke did keep this in here. So it isn't like it was something they cut out. And I'm having a nightmare about the whole Moon Kingdom war with the Dark Kingdom. And then I go, oh, get on my way, Negaverse scum, crumb, Negaverse crumb, or whatever, Dark Kingdom crumb I say. And I smash Luna by mistake while I'm having one of those nightmares. So then the next day, I'm at Learn, and I'm sad, sleeping. Molly comes over with my other friends and goes, "Hey, there's a new stead called Flick Chicks, because that's the deep name for it." And Molly says that she has to do babysitting, so she'll miss out. And they say, "Well, that's too bad. We're going to come back with new haircuts." Then everyone's at Cherry Hill Worship. Everyone's at the Red Hill Worship House, and everyone's worried about Serena. And Luna talks about how Serena's been having nightmares. I haven't not been sleeping well. They show how she's not doing very well, being more klutzy than she would be if she would get enough rest. And then Artemis said, "Oh, what kind of elderling goes crazy when you need her the most?" And then Ray goes, "She's heartbroken. She's sad. She lost someone she cares about. Is that too hard to understand?" And then Lita goes, "You never stood up for Serena before." And then it goes, "Well, I didn't think you were much of a leader, but I know I was wrong." And then Artemis tells Luna, "Oh, you gotta go help Serena." She goes, "Serena isn't like some tool that's broken and you can send to someone to work on it." So then I get home and I'm still sad, looking at a likeness of Darien, and Deke goes, "Don't smile. Don't make that look, Serena. I might get frozen that way, Meatball Head." And I'm like, he'll never call me Meatball Head again. Then I look at the Flick Chick showing in one of the books, and I'm like, if I cut these balls off, they'll never call me Meatball Head ever again. So then Mina comes into my house, and in Deke, Mina goes, "Oh, hi, Mina, how'd you get in here?" And Deke, Mina says, "Your mother let me in. She was going to buy some ice milk for you." So then Mina starts telling me about how I should get my hair cut, a new hair way, and about how I can be someone else from another time and another stead, you know. And the cool thing is someone to make you feel, outstanding and everything. So we go to Flick Chicks. Now, before even this is going on, Darien is fully brainwashed, is fully over. And Queen Beryl said she wants to know Sailor Moon's true self and the folklore silver hearse, and Malachite needs to do this as soon as likely. Malachite says he tells Queen Beryl that yeah, he does got a goal. He's got some of the hair from one of the fights, and he'll run the hair and see if it happens to be Sailor Moon or not. Queen Beryl tells Malachite it's a good goal. Then they're in Flick Chicks. That's the name. That's the name Medike gave it, so that's what I'm going to call it. And I'm getting my hair done. Then one of the hirelings ends up asking Mina if she wants to get her hair done, and says that it's free, so she don't have to worry about it. And so the owner is getting irked because the Fina took over her, has been looking at folks all day and a reckoner to see if their hair matches up to being Sailor Moon, and somehow by mistake, some hair of mine got on Mina, and now she thinks Mina is Sailor Moon, and puts Sleeping Wind and knocks everyone out. Then when Mina says she's not Sailor Moon, the Fiend then shifts and takes the hirelings and the owner. They all become one Fiend. And then I become Sailor Moon, only it shifts out to a red rose throw before, and the fiend starts coming after me, blow dryer, throwing, double blade, all that hair cutting tools at me. And then a red rose lands, and then Tuxedo Max there. What he says in Deke is, don't give your hopes up. I only came for the folklore silver hearse, and that's it. Hand it over. And then after that, I run off. The fiend comes after me. Mina becomes Sailor Venus, Sailor Hellworld. Then we're still fighting outside with the fiend, and Tuxedo Max said, give it up already, Sailor Moon. And then Sailor Mars, Sailor Red World, Sailor Jupiter, Sailor King World show up, blast down the fiend with their strikes. I heal all the hirelings in the owner. Then Tuxedo Max says he's going to fight all of us at the same time. And Sailor Mars said, are you on our side again? And Sailor Venus said, can't trust him. He's brainwashed. He's one of Queen Beryl's underlings. Now he goes, that's right. And I'll fight all you to get the folklore silver hearse. Now in Viz, Queen Beryl called him, it was Queen Metalia called him back. But in Deke, Queen Beryl told him he wasn't fully ready to fight yet. And then he tells him about how, in Deke, he says, you'll keep the folklore silver hearse until next time, and I'll get it next time. Then he asks Queen Metalia, this is what he says in Deke, he wants to go with Aldeling Darien, but why ain't going as Tuxedo Max? And Queen Metalia tells him, well, you see, Tuxedo Max is something you can take the upper hand of when you go to fight the Sailor Keepers. Queen Beryl's happy with Darien being brainwashed and sees he's entrusted to the Dark Kingdom. Malachite says, why do you need him for? She goes, because when I take over, I need someone to lord beside me. After that, everybody in Flit Chicks are back to the way things were. And I'm like, what about those hamburgers? And then Luna says, I guess that means Serena's back to herself. Yeah, Artemis said, she's back to herself. And I say, then I'll get Tuxedo Max, unbrainwash him, and scathe him for all the shit that he said and did. But I said, in the meantime, how about those hamburgers? Well, that's what I said in Deke. And the only thing that Deke cut out, I don't really think Deke cut anything out of this. The only shift I could see in this whole thing is what they said in Deke was not what they said when they were in Viz. That's the only unlikeness. Tell me what you think. I'll see you later.